Hi, this is Kelly from Kelly Lee's Physical Therapy, and today I wanted to come back and to this stretching series that you can do while you're working from home, since many of us still are these days, or even if you're gradually transitioning back to the office, or even if you're at home, if you're a gamer or using a Zoom call to keep in touch with someone, or looking at the news, or even using your cell phone. A lot of times when we're typing repetitively over time, we use our forearm and wrist muscles a lot. And if that gets too tight, it leads to imbalances, which lead to a tendonitis, especially even in, like, say, golfers or tennis players. You might have heard of golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, which is respectively golfer's elbow is medial epicondylitis, tennis elbow is lateral epicondylitis. Either way, it's painful and it hurts. It's because these guys run from here through your forearm and they attach to your elbow. So today I'm going to show you two great stretches that will really help, that you can do while you're sitting at your desk or workstation or table or whichever, to help stretch out those muscles. The first one is for your forearm muscles, your wrist extensors. So basically they run along the top of your wrist, but when you wiggle your fingers, your wrist extensors run all through here and they get really tight. So a good way to stretch that is just sitting with good posture. You can actually just put your wrist on, say, your table if you don't have an armrest. Hopefully if you do have an armrest, this fits nicely. My shoulder's in a good position. And then this is a good stretch. Even if I just do this here, you'll feel a stretch running from, again, your forearm and wrist extensors that are running right towards the side of your elbow here. So you want to bend that down and hold it there. Again, that 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 5, until you get all the way up to 20. And while you're doing that, again, this, I feel a stretch, but you might take your hand and very gently give yourself a little bit of overpressure. Again, you're not cranking on it, it's just a little bit of overpressure to feel a little bit more of a stretch. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it certainly shouldn't be painful. And again, you hold it for a count of 20, which we're probably at by now. So that's a really good one for the forearm muscles and your wrist extensors, and that helps to prevent lateral epicondylitis or tennis elbow. Okay, so even if you're not a tennis player, I've often seen patients who just from repetitive typing can develop this thing, and it's really painful, so we want to prevent that. Conversely, the other side is your wrist flexors. So all you have to do to stretch to the other side, because you want it to always be in balance, is to just flip over. There's a few ways you can do this, but since you're on the armrest anyway, you can now extend your wrist. Extending it, again, I'm going to feel a stretch along here, and I'm going to take my finger and slowly give myself a little bit of overpressure here. And then it's the same principle. You count 1, 1,000, 2, 3, 4, keep stretching until you get to 20. And then that's a really great way that you can stretch out your wrist and forearm flexors. So you keep the balance between your flexors and your extensors. I would do that for maybe repeat 3 to 5 of each one for a 20-second hold every day on both sides ideally, and you'll be feeling much better through the course of your workday. Thanks so much. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a note or send me an email through my website.